Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It's a little late in the day to be starting videoing anything, but we've been running an orientation session here this evening for the farm sitter, getting them all. Where's the dog food? Where's the cat food? Chicken feeders, heated waters. Don't worry about the sheep unless they're eating the wife's lilac bushes, all that kind of stuff, right? And kind of got everything buttoned up. Kind of right where we need to be in order to prep for a little bit of a vacation, which is pretty awesome. And let me tell you, when you're going to take a vacation, even a small operation like what we got, so much stuff can go wrong. Like everything from, a dead animal to a frozen water line, ruptured water line, that could be even worse. Breakers tripping, things not working, right? So having a good, competent, or at least dependable farm sitter is an absolute must. So, even good, competent people make mistakes. So you kind of gotta train them up. You gotta bring them here, physically show them. You can't just tell them. Show them, give them the list, send them home with pictures, that kind of stuff. So we did that this afternoon. Had a bit of supper, and then the wife gave me, as she's wont to do, about 3 minutes notice that there's something to take care of in here. And so the brother-in-law he just called over, like literally right after she told me. He's like, "Hey, how are you doing tonight? I'm coming over with a load of square bales." So we don't have very many square bales left over from last year, as you can see there. So we're going to load up, I think, another 50, which, of course, that doesn't carry us through any amount of days. That's not what that's for. The square bales in the barn are just for lambing season. So when we've got, ewes in the pens or something like that, we can just give them a couple leaves of hay and then they carry on. So that stuff, that's really what the barn hay is for. So there's 50 bales coming. We'll get that taken care of, offloaded. I was kind of tempted to just back the side by side out of the barn, go put it in the shop, and just have my brother-in-law just back his trailer in and say, we'll come deal with this in 2 weeks. It'll be out of the rain, it'll be out of the snow, what could go wrong? But I'm guessing he probably needs his trailer for something. Anyways, just having a look out here this evening. It's pretty black. Last night, I don't know what had, there was like an explosion on the sun or something. There's all kinds of solar activity, and the northern lights were out, and there was like social media, like Facebook was just going crazy. Pictures of everybody's like, "Oh, look at the sky, look at the sky." And it's like, come outside. It's kind of like a little pink tinge. We didn't see the sky that some folks saw, that's for sure. So I don't know, maybe they got better cameras than I do, or more patience to sit out there and wait. But yeah, we did not get the show that some folks got. But rumor has it there was going to be some more here tonight. But I don't know if it's cloudy or must be cloudy. I don't see no stars out there either. So missed opportunity, I guess. Speaking of missed opportunity, I don't want to say missed opportunity. I don't know how many viewers I got from the States, but we get a little bit of news filtering up from the States, in here in Canada. And by a little, I mean quite a bit. And we're seeing this whole thing come up with the Epstein files and Donald Trump and being named in emails. And man, I'm getting a little nervous because I'm going to get on a plane in a couple of days. And the last time there was this kind of level of a scandal going through the government, like some folks flew some planes into some towers and things got real bad for a while there. And, I don't want to be part of anybody's distraction technique to take away from any attention, but I'd be interested to know from my American viewers kind of what's the political atmosphere right now down south. What are we thinking? Are we thinking, we're going to go for another impeachment here, or are we just going to send a bunch of folks to the Middle East to go, find some more freedom over that? How is this going to play out? I'm just curious what you think. Don't judge me. But there you are. There's another 50 bales stacked haphazardly. They're baled a little loose, these ones. I think they're about a 50-pound bale. They're not packed that tight. But anyways, that's 50 more than we had before. and that'll get us through the lambing season. If the sheep don't like the taste of them, they'll make good bedding anyways. So that's that. So anyways, had a good chat with the brother-in-law because they're all coming. We're all going. The whole family's going. There's 17 of us going on this holiday and trying to figure out what travel plans, journey management, and all that jazz, right? So kids get off school, and then what do you do? Do you drive down right after school on Friday, get a hotel room, and then get up nice and early in the morning, have a bit of breakfast, get on an airplane, get to Mexico by lunch? Does that seem like it makes sense? Or do you want to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning, leave home, and drive to Edmonton at, middle of November on what is arguably one of the worst stretches of highway in northern Alberta, and is susceptible to freezing rain, ice, snow, moose, all kinds of stuff, in the hopes that you get to Edmonton on time to catch your plane? And same in return. When you get back from Mexico, we get back at I think we get disembark off the plane at 10:30 at night. So by the time you get your luggage, and get outside the physical airport, you could be closing in at midnight, really. And then what do? Do you get your car out of the park and ride and then try to get home by 5, 6 in the morning? Or do you just go to the Days Inn and have a bit of a sleep and get up at 7, eat a free muffin, cup of coffee, hit the road, get here just after lunch, and maybe, have some semblance of headspace to be able to get unpacked and get everybody squared away, ready for school in the morning, Monday morning? What would you do? To me, it seems like makes sense. Go down the day before, get a hotel room, and then you're there. Nothing can go wrong. Whatever can go wrong can only go wrong between the hotel and the airport. So you got recovery time. And same on the way back. You go, you have a holiday, greatest time ever. The worst thing you're going to happen is get too much of a sunburn, maybe a tummy ache, that kind of thing. You don't want to be hitting the ditch at 2 o'clock in the morning in Sangudo or somewhere crazy like that. So I think that's the plan. We're gonna get some hotels and come with free breakfast, and just kind of use some common sense there, I think. But anyway, speaking of common sense, time for me to go get the kids in bed, fetch up a cup of tea, and get in bed myself because I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drive to Fox Creek. So I'll let you go for now. I hope you're having a fantastic evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.